There's a number living in your head right now that's stopping you from even looking at homes, and for most people, it's way higher than it actually needs to be. The number I'm talking about, of course, is the credit score. Somewhere along the line, you got the idea that you need some perfect elite score of 900 to buy a house in New York, and it is keeping you a renter. So let's fix that today. I'm Joseph Ranola with the Bridge and Boro Team. I help first-time buyers across Staten Island and Brooklyn every single day. I'm not a lender, so your exact numbers come from a loan officer, but I can clear up the myth that is holding you back. I can also provide you with lenders should you need. I put a free first-time buyer credit guide together. It's on my website, and always, every single video I do, it is in the pinned comment below, and it is in the description. Check it out. It's free, it's easy, it's simple, helps you realize what all this is. So let's kill the biggest myth first. You don't need 750, you don't need 780, you absolutely do not need perfect credit to buy a home. It's just a number that people chase, but it's not the bar. The truth is there are solid, common loan programs that will approve buyers with credit scores a lot lower than you think. The perfect credit idea keeps thousands of people renting for years longer than they had to, spending money on a landlord's mortgage while they wait to hit a number that was never actually required. It's very frustrating, and it holds you back. So here are real floors in plain numbers. A conventional loan, the standard one that most people think of, it generally starts around 620 as a credit score. An FHA loan, which is built for this, right? First time, lower down payment buyers, it can go down to a 580 score, which is 3.5% down, and in some cases lower with more money down. If you have served, thank you for your service, a VA loan or a USDA loan in the right area can get you in a very flexible score with potentially 0% down. So the real entry point for a lot of buyers is not 750. It's more like 580 or 620, depending on the loan. Now, something that a lot of people don't explain, your credit score does two different jobs. The first one is, of course, approving you to begin with, and we just covered that that bar is lower than you think. The second is, now, okay, you are approved, what interest rate do you get? And that's where a higher score does reward you, right? A buyer with a 760 and a buyer with a 620, maybe you both get approved for the same house, but the 620 buyer is going to pay the higher rate, which means a bigger monthly payment for the exact same loan. So the game is not, do I clear some magic number? The game is get approved, see if it all makes sense, and then improve the score to improve your rate. One important New York wrinkle, because it trips people up, everything I just said is about the bank approving your loan. If you are buying a co-op, there is a second gatekeeper, the co-op board, and they set their own rules on top of the bank. A board often wants a stronger financial profile than the bank's minimum, and many want a larger down payment, sometimes 20% or more. So on a co-op, the bank might say yes at a 620, right? You hear, I have my pre-approval, but the board is a separate, essentially a second approval with a higher bar. On a house or a condo, you don't have that second layer for the most part. A lot of condos do not accept FHA loans, so that's another story, but nonetheless, what if your score is not where you want it yet? The good news is credit is fixable and it's faster than people think. Two things move the needle the most. Number one, pay every bill on time, every time, because payment history is the single biggest factor, and one missed payment can do true damage. Number two, get your credit card balances down relative to your limits, because if your cards are near maxed out, your score drops even when you never miss a payment. So paying those balances down is often the fastest jump. And don't close your oldest card to just tidy things up. That can actually hurt you, because length of history counts as well in this. So you want to keep those open. So here's what to actually do starting today. First, stop guessing your score and go pull it for free so you know your real starting point instead of a number that you imagined. Second, talk to a good loan officer before you assume you can't qualify, because the honest answer is a 5-minute conversation, and it's usually better news than people expect. And third, if you do have work to do, attack the on-time payments and the card balances, and you can move that number in months, not years. The free guide walks through all of it on my website. Again, ranolarealestate.com. It is always pinned below. It's always in the comment, in the caption. And if you want, I will connect you with a lender I trust, and we will find out exactly where you stand for a Staten Island or Brooklyn purchase. No pressure. Call or text me, my real number, 917-905-2541. I'm Joseph Ranola with the Bridge and Boro Team. Subscribe for more real talk, honest talk about New York City real estate.